Hi, my name is Tamara. You can call me Tam. Welcome to my channel where I talk a lot, I have a lot of opinions, and I'm way too chronically online to be saved. So, I'm really excited. The Pretty Reckless came out with an album on Friday, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about The Pretty Reckless. I kind of tried to hone in my inner Taylor Momsen. Yeah, they came out with a new album on Friday. I haven't stopped listening to it since. It's definitely, without a doubt, their best album yet. And I'm just gonna go through the band, their discography, the albums they've done, my favorite songs. I'm gonna discuss why I feel Dear God is the best. Who is the Pretty Reckless? I'm sure if you clicking on this video, you probably know who they are. If not, that's okay. I'd love to educate you because they're amazing. I grew up listening to them. I've been listening to them for like 10 years, maybe 15 at this point. I also feel like I've genuinely grown up with Taylor Momsen, considering she was only like a few years older than me when she started her music career. I think the band, a trailblazer, if you will. You know, the whole dark goth, gaudy aesthetic, Catholic aesthetic that Youngblood has. Taylor Momsen did it first. She's been doing it for years. Just saying. The band, they originated in New York City. They are a hard rock alternative band post-grunge, and they've been active since 2009 to present. They have 5 albums. They have Light Me Up, which came out in 2010, Going to Hell, which came out in 2014, Who You Selling For, which came out in 2016, Death by Rock and Roll, which came out in 2021, and Dear God, which came out this year in 2026. The current members of the band are Taylor Momsen, she's the lead vocals, queen. We have Ben Phillips, Mark Damon, and Jamie Perkins on the drums. And the former members are Nick Carbone, Matt Chillart, this guy, I'm sorry, and John Sacolo. Okay, 2009 to 2012. Formation. For forming the band, Taylor Momsen was an actress best known for How the Grinch Stole Christmas and Gossip Girl. The band were originally called The Reckless. This is also going to be mostly focused on the band as a whole, but if any of you want a separate video of more of a deep dive on Taylor Momsen as a whole, I would love to do that. Even if nobody wants it, I will still probably do it eventually anyways, but it'd be cool if people did want it. The band played its first concert on May 5th, 2009. They recorded some demos together in 2009 and opened for the Veronicas. I feel so untouched. Those guys, those girls, those twins. Momsen said that she liked Kundwala because he was a rock producer as opposed to a pop producer. Kundwala introduced Momsen to Ben Phillips, and the three began to write songs. So yeah, these are the very talented people who come up with all this amazing music. They are amazing. And now I'm just going to go through their albums, album by album, talk about their songs, talk about my favorites, and talk about what I think, how I think they coincide with their new album. So we have Light Me Up. Now, I remember in 2010 when this came out, I forgot to bring the CD up. I was going to bring it up and put them right there. But I still have the CD from when I was a teenager. I thought she was so cool, Taylor Momsen, and I really loved her voice. I loved it at the time, and I can't believe I love it even more now. My Medicine, that song, I do really like it. I do. I think it got overplayed for me, though, because it was more of a popular The Pretty Reckless song, but I did really enjoy that. Heaviness, it's not too heavy. The video is awesome. Since You're Gone. This one, probably my absolute favorite song off this album. Loved it since I discovered it, and it's still my favorite off this album. Love the heaviness of it. Love the urgentness of it. I love everything about this song. It makes you feel like you're really over them. I've been looking for a new direction anyway. Me Want to Die. Now that's just a classic. We all know this one. It was kind of a big milestone, if you will, for Pretty Reckless, because this music video got a lot of attention. The song got a lot of attention. I think maybe it was because people were like, whoa, this is Cindy Lou Who. Why is she burning graves and stripping? And she was 16 when that, or 17 or something like that. She was a teenager when that video came out. And yeah, I feel like that's a part of why everybody was so shocked with it. And I mean, also maybe the transition from Gossip Girl to punk rock chick. And then we have Light Me Up. This one's also a great one off the album, actually. Yeah, it's actually also it's probably one of my favorites off this album, Light Me Up. Light me up, let 'em down. Zombie. Also a very amazing song off this album. The thing is about these, I'm gonna like every song. I'm gonna like every song. I'm gonna like every song. To all of you who want me, I am a zombie. Again, you want me to fall on my... That one. I love that song. Just Tonight. Don't love it as much now as I used to, but I really did like it as a kid. I really liked the music video. It was so grungy with the roses, the bleeding paint roses, and yeah. My emo child self was like, oh yes. Miss Nothing. Also, I feel like a big breakthrough moment for them. Taylor Momsen thrashing all around the table, throwing pancakes all over the place, making a mess in this economy, girl. In this economy. In her defense, that was like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. I'll let it slide. I'm going down. Why is that one not coming to my head? Do I need to listen to this song? I don't wanna bother you, but I got a sin to confess. I'm just 16 and you know what I mean. She says it in that song. She does. But actually, I just kind of forgot the song, but I do like that one too. That's actually great. Nothing Left to Lose. Oh, I loved this song so much as a teenager. So much. I was I would do it all again. And of course, You. Her singing in her little dingy room with her guitar, but so iconic. That song was so good. It was so much more vulnerable for them. I feel like also Nothing Left to Lose was much more vulnerable for them. And it was kind of showing the more emotional side of Taylor. And we also have Factory Girl. I am a factory girl, I want to follow me. That one. It's also very vulgar, though, for the age that she was at that time. Along with Going Down and many of the songs on this album, actually, looking back at it, it is kind of crazy that she was only 16, considering the stuff she was singing, the stuff she was wearing, the stuff she was portraying. It's a little sad, maybe, because we don't really know why she was singing all these things. Taylor was singing about all these things. I mean, maybe these aren't all her lyrics. I don't really know, but you know, some of the music is definitely a little hard to listen to when you are like, oh, she was a child. But that aside, when I was a teenager listening to this album, it was amazing. I loved every song on this album. And then we have Going to Hell. And I remember this one was kind of like a breakthrough also. Well, see, for me, it was a breakthrough for me personally. Because I really, really enjoyed the dark questioning religion, questioning faith, using God and heaven and hell as a metaphor. I really gravitated towards that. Plus, growing up in a family where, you get fear-mongered into religious beliefs and all this stuff, I felt that I needed to question a lot of these things. So having this album come out when I was like, what year was it? 2014. So I must have been like 15. Yeah. So like having this album come out at 15 years old, come on. This album had a completely different meaning to me as a teenager than it does now. As I said, because I was questioning my faith, helped me understand what I felt I believed, because I didn't understand, Christianity and Catholicism and fearing people into believing certain things are true, and it just wasn't my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea. Follow Me Down. Follow Me Down to the River. This song, I feel, is a metaphor for drugs, in my opinion. Follow me down to the river, drink while the water's clean. It's like getting baptized, I guess. But in my opinion, it's not baptized in the religious way. As a child, I did interpret it that way, very much so. Great song. The intro is a little much. Sometimes it plays when I'm around my friends and they're like, why are there moaning women? What are you listening to? No, just give it a minute, I promise. Like Going to Hell. Now this one, it was iconic. Everybody loved this one. Like, it helped us see Taylor in a bit more of a different light. Like, she was starting to look more mature. The band was starting to look more mature. The band was starting to sound a little different. They still sounded like the Pretty Reckless, but they were starting to find their sound a little bit more. Heaven Knows, the same thing. Also, like, oh Lord, heaven knows we belong way down below. That one, yeah. The video was amazing for being a 15-year-old. And it still kind of is, honestly. House on a Hill. This song, really did enjoy this song. It felt to me like the song was about religion, in the sense that the people on this hill or up on a pedestal, they are much more important, much more higher than those below them. Because they have religious beliefs, or they follow specific rules in life that help to divide the classes. That's kind of what this song meant to me. As a child, though, I was like, oh, House on a Hill, cool, sweet things. I have, weird. This is probably my favorite song on the album. And it's valid, I guess. It's actually a really good song. I really like the vocals in it. The message in the song is a little eerie, in the sense that it feels like a predatory man talking to a sweet little girl. But I don't necessarily, I think it's like the devil, the devil talking to a sweet little girl. But it can be interpreted however. But that's just how I interpret it. But I know when you first listen to the song, you're like, this sounds a bit weird. But I really like that song. I think the guitar in that song is amazing. The other guy in the band who sings with Taylor, I think it's Ben, but he kills it in this song too. So kills it. Dear Sister. This song, I feel this is almost more like a little interlude. But it does feel almost like a message to herself. It's a beautiful little interlude. It's also more personal, I feel, than the other songs so far on this album. Absolution is also a really, really good song on this album. It also has really good guitar. Blame Me. This one felt also much more personal from Taylor and the Pretty Reckless. I really enjoyed it. It felt almost like a message to the haters, honestly. And then we have Burn. This song, I think, is also, yeah, up in the top with Sweet Things. This was the first time you really hear Taylor's loud, diaphragmatic voice, and the first time I heard it, it blew me away. Actually, I remember when I was a teenager, I found this album, listened to it, and I guess I found my favorite songs, and then went back a couple of years later to go back and listen to it again. And this song, I somehow missed it the first time. And then I went back and I was like, what? What? How did I miss this? Like, she sings this song so beautifully. And honestly, Taylor Momsen, if this video ever gets back to you somehow, we absolutely need you to recover this song. Not because it was bad, but because your new vocals are so freaking amazing now that I bet you this song would like blow. It would make my knees weak. It would blow me out of the park. It would make my knees weak. Her vocal range really starts to show in this song. Then we have Why'd You Bring a Shotgun to the Party? Now this one, why'd you bring a shotgun to the party? Everybody's got one, there's nothing new about it. Yeah, so like, we know what it's about. We don't really need like much more of an explanation about that. Lack of gun control in America. I think it's portrayed in a really cool rock and roll way. And it's also just like, why'd you have to ruin it? Everybody was having a good time. We didn't have to bring a shotgun to the party, did we? No, we didn't. We really didn't. Not at all, actually. Not even remotely. Then we have Fucked Up World. I really remember seeing the music video for this one being like, Taylor Momsen's wearing tie-dye and has dreadlocks and colors. Oh, she's wearing colors? It was really funny, but really amazing. Also, you feel like you get stuck in this box sometimes when it comes to fashion, and that kind of is also when I started to change that. I realized, oh, you can still be a badass and wear pink. Like, it doesn't have to be. Two things can be true at once. Yeah, this song, just in a silly way, made me realize that, which I think is pretty funny. The meaning of this song is obviously people don't really care about much. They really do just care about sex and money and drugs and mostly money, but that is really what it comes down to, and she's right. She was right. Waiting for a Friend. Now, I also remember so falling in love with this song. The guitar in it's beautiful. The vulnerability in the song is beautiful. Her vocals are beautiful. It's one of those songs I feel like you can really relate to at a lonely time in your life. And when you're like a lonely little teenager listening to that song for the first time, you really do understand how she feels, and you'll feel like she understands how you feel. And of course we have the acoustic versions of Going to Hell and Sweet Things, also like amazingly done. But I do like the original versions of those songs more. That's just my opinion. So then we have the Hit Me Like a Man EP. I'm just going to touch on two or three songs in this little EP. So we have Hit Me Like a Man, obviously. I also think it's really important for the evolution of the Pretty Reckless, because I feel you can also hear a bit more of that Taylor that we have now, and the guitar is more like yeah. Then there's also Under the Water. Under the Water, it's like one of the first songs I learned how to play on guitar, because oh my god, it's so sad. I actually related to that song so much as a teenager. So it was my favorite. It was my favorite. Cold Blooded. That's the one that the other band member sings in with Taylor, and it feels a bit more ballady almost. Absolutely amazing. I think this showcases both of their vocals very beautifully, and also gives us a little hint of the Pretty Reckless that we have now. And if you liked them during these phases of their life, my goodness, you're only gonna love them more. So who you selling for? Unfortunately, I hate to say it, this is actually the album I am the least familiar with. I feel like I really haven't fully given it a chance still. I have listened to many of the songs on it. I do like many of the songs on it, but I don't like as many of them as I do on the other albums. And I don't have as much of a connection with them. And it's really unfortunate because I feel like this album as a whole was a little bit of a different sound for the Pretty Reckless. And I really like the sound. I don't know why I didn't really like this album that much. I don't know. It is also the year I graduated high school, so maybe I was just like, I don't know. I'm tapped out right now. The walls are closing in. I don't know this song, but I'll go over the ones I know. Oh My God. So Oh My God, that one is a more popular one from this album. I'd say, like, from streams on Spotify, it is the one that's done the second best on the album. That's a really amazing song. And we also have Take Me Down. Now this one is the most popular one on this album, I believe. Take me down, take me down, take me down. That one's good. It's very different though. It was very different. And then we have Prisoner. I also really liked Prisoner. I'm a prisoner. Now, now, now. I'm a prisoner. That one and Take Me Down really, really showcase Taylor's vocals for the Taylor that we know today. And unfortunately, those are the two songs I'm the most familiar with on that album, which I think is like fake fan. But I'm sorry, I just didn't really have much of a moment with this one. Sorry, we have the Other Worlds EP. This one was also amazing. It had many re-releases of other songs. But we got some new songs from the Pretty Reckless. We got Loud Love, The Keeper, and Quicksand. Yeah, all three of those songs are nuts. Quicksand especially, so good. Oh, I got that mixed up, but that one came up before, or came out after this one I'm about to go through now, which is Death by Rock and Roll. This album, apparently one of the producers involved with the Pretty Reckless ended up passing away in a motorcycle accident, and that was the initial intent on the name behind this album. It was the initial intent on the song Death by Rock and Roll, and also the initial intent of the song Harley Darling. That song was written for that producer because he passed away in a motorcycle accident. I did not know this until like a couple days ago. I was just doing a little searchy search. That's really sad, but also really badass, and also makes me like this album so much more. Yeah, rest in peace though, but it is really rock and roll to go that way. I can't even say it's not. Right? So yeah, the song Death by Rock and Roll itself, yeah, it's a really amazing song. It kind of dabbles with the drug usage, living a really impulsive life. It might be glorifying it a little bit, for sure, but it's always to take with a grain of salt. I mean, don't ever take things literally, It's not, like, have fun, but be safe. Don't be stupid. Only Love Can Save Me Now. Really great song. Didn't really connect with it that much though, but I did really, really enjoy the music video though. Really cool. It was all the visuals with the ocean and stuff. I'll put some clips here, but yeah, the video of that was amazing. Taylor's eyes. And so it went. Also a song I didn't really connect with that much, but the music video was also amazing. Seeing Taylor in pink. Yes, girl. Loved it. She looks so good. I love her with her hair up. We don't get to see that often. 25. Also a song I didn't really connect with that much. It's still really good. Very emotional for Taylor. It felt very vulnerable. It felt like she was reflecting on the fact that, she's had this really crazy rock and roll life her whole life. It hasn't killed her yet. It has killed some people in her life, and that's kind of what this song felt like it was reflecting on. I just didn't connect with it that well, but it was a beautiful song. Beautiful song. Hi, Editing Tam here. I also wanted to add that the music video for 25 also seemed like it was really bouncing off of the music video for Just Tonight. It felt like another rendition of that music video. I just also wanted to add that because I felt the music video is beautiful. My Bones. I really enjoyed this song, actually. I really enjoyed this song too, but I really don't have that much to say about it. Got So High. This one was actually amazing. I loved it so much. I connected with it way too much. I learned how to play it on guitar. I thought Taylor's vocals were amazing. I love the gradual build up to the belt of her vocals in the end. Beautiful song, beautiful meaning. I'm sure many of us can relate to that song. And there was Broomsticks. Now, we always get a little witchy moment from Taylor now, I feel. Kind of here for it, though. I love it. It makes sense. It's with the vibe. It's with the aesthetic. I didn't really connect with it, but I really enjoyed listening to it. I still listen to it every now and again. We also have Witches Burn. I liked this one much more than Broomsticks. It felt like a very empowering song. Then we have Standing at the Wall. This song, I really enjoyed this one for one. For two, I'm hearing Taylor's vocals in this song. Like, whoa. It was also like a really big showcase of what she can do. It was amazing. Definitely give this one a listen if you're like a sappier person. We have Turning Gold. I really, really like this song too. I don't really have much else to say about it, but I did really enjoy this song. And then we have Rock and Roll Heaven. This one is pretty straightforward. It's like dedicated to a lot of the rock and roll artists that ended up there. She talks about life growing up, connecting with music, and how she connected with so many artists that passed away. I think this song also kind of reflects a little bit about her producer that passed away. She's just reflecting on being grateful that she's still here. And then Harley Darling. This song was beautiful. I really liked the little country twang in it. Taylor's voice was beautiful in it. I love the motorcycle in the song. And honestly, it's a really amazing song for anybody in their life who has someone who passed away in a motorcycle accident. You hear the song and you'll probably feel more connected with them and understand their love for their Harley, beautiful song, beautiful song. And then, of course, we have Dear God. So this one, like I said, I've been listening to it nonstop since it came out. I haven't stopped talking about it. I haven't stopped playing it. First song, there's little interludes on the album. I'm not really going to go over those. They're great though. So we have For I Am Death. This song bounces off of Death by Rock and Roll a little bit, but it's also still a really, really amazing song. The guitar in it's amazing. Taylor's vocals in it's amazing. You can really hear that she's starting to find her voice, that she's maybe even found her voice, and it sounds amazing when you first hear this song. And then we have When I Wake Up. This is definitely one of my tops on this album. I have many tops on this album right now. This song feels like it bounces off of Kill Me a little bit. I know I didn't really talk about that song. It's just off a little EP. Really good. This song kind of feels like it bounces off that one a little bit. I also meant to add that this song also feels like it reflects a lot off of My Medicine, especially the music video. There's a lot of resemblance. Also feels like another rendition of one of the Pretty Reckless old music videos, which I feel also helps it feel nostalgic but also new at the same time. And I really enjoyed hearing this album because it felt nostalgic but also new at the same time, which was really hard to hone, I feel. Love Me. This song, I cannot express. Listen to it. Her vocals in the song are insane, like absolutely insane. It will give me goosebumps. It gives me goosebumps every time I hear it, and I've heard it like so many times. Oh my god. Love me, love me. Yeah, that's just a tiny skill. I'm not belting right now because it's like 9:15 at night. And hi, Editing Tam here. I also just wanted to add that when I listened to this song, I realized it felt a little bit like an ode to Audioslave and Chris Cornell because the way she sings the song. Yeah, I just wanted to add that in there. I have neighbors and roommates, but that's just a tiny scale. Oh my gosh. The vocals in the song are absolutely beautiful. It feels very vulnerable. This entire album feels like she's asking God. Like, if this song feels like she's asking God, like, do you love me? Do you love me? Does anybody love me? Can I find anybody? Is there anybody I can turn to? Will this be what I can turn to? And I think it's just gorgeous. So gorgeous. Dragonfire. When I first heard the song, my jaw literally dropped to the floor. The guitar is insane. And Taylor's vocals are insane. And this song feels like it bounces off of Burn a little bit. The one that I said I really liked from Going to Hell. Burn, burn, burn with your dragon fire. And it's very similar to the Burn. Want me to burn. So it feels like here she's accepted the burn. She's accepted the fire. She's accepted the chaos. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Dear God. When I heard this song, my jaw also dropped to the floor. I was like, why does this sound so familiar, but different? The song is an ode to War Pigs by Black Sabbath. She kills it. So it sounds very similar vocally and musically, but it's a little different, and I think that's what makes it so good. This one's definitely worth a listen to. Also very questioning religion, questioning, do you love me? Amazing song, amazing song. I have About You. This song, also when I first heard it, jaw hit the floor. The vocals in it start off very Lita Ford / Courtney Love-esque, and wow, love it. It's also just a song reflecting about on somebody who does nothing about what they're complaining about. And, you know, like, what does that say about you? What does it say? Are you going to do anything, or are you just going to sit there and complain? That's what this song is about. And I love it. I love it. I love it. And it feels very punk rocky girly to me, which I also thought was a little different for them, but I really like it. We have Spell on You. Now, obviously, we know I'll put a spell on you. The song, great, amazing. A little another witchy moment from Taylor. The cover is amazing. She uses her diaphragm in this cover. She really belts. She has this deep tone in her voice. It's so mesmerizing. Totally give this one a listen to. Then we have Roller Coaster of Life. Roller Coaster of Life, also jaw, floor, detached. It was down there. The song started and I was like, okay, the drums. Also, I need to compliment the instruments on this album. Amazing. The guitar's amazing on this album. The drums are amazing on this album. They really, really put a lot of work into this. You can hear it. You can hear it. So yeah, this song. This is a little ode to Californication by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Like a very similar guitar riff to Californication. Very similar drums, but a little different. And, you know, the same with the Dear God / War Pigs one. She used some aspects from the Red Hot Chili Peppers song and put it into their own and made it their own song. And I know some people find that like, you're stealing people's music, it's not creative. That's fine, you can have that opinion. I thought they made it sound really good. Like, some people can do it, some people can't, you know? And I can admit that, but I think they really pulled it off. It sounds amazing, and the song is, you know, very similar to what Californication is about. The roller coaster of life itself. And kids are very innocent, they don't know that this is what life's about. It touches on drug use a little bit. Classic California lifestyle, like Californication, where it's not really all it's cracked up to be. There's a lot of homelessness, a lot of drugs, a lot of, you know, amazing song. And Eye of the Storm. This song also felt like it bounced a little bit off of Standing on a Wall. Very similar, but definitely better. Vocally amazing. It felt a little bit more vulnerable. It's a little bit more of a softer song off this album, reflecting on how we are the problem. Society is the problem. We're the problem, right? We are. And then we have Devil in Disguise, Michelle's song. Also just, you know, reflects on being misconstrued by somebody, being misguided by somebody, being vulnerable, believing more, or seeing the good in somebody and them actually turning out to be horrible. You know, this song, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. A very more ballady, slow song off this album. Amazing. And then we have Dark Days. Dark Days is kind of reflecting on when the whole world was freaking out about the rapture. When everyone was freaking out about the rapture and about how, you know, the world is going to end, and like in the biblical sense, that's what this song's about. But then also I feel it's about how we don't give a shit and it's just going to keep getting worse. This planet's not going to be around long. It's not. I really overall think it's the best album they've ever done. If you have never been a big Pretty Reckless fan, I really, really recommend giving them a second chance and giving this album a listen, because it is amazing. It is incredible. And I can only imagine how much more Taylor's vocals are going to evolve over the next few years, considering she's only my age. I'm sure our vocals change. Her vocals are just going to get better. The music is just going to get better. And I really think the direction they're heading in, they're going to get very big soon. Like, very, very big soon. Like, I know they're already a pretty popular band, but they're not super big. But I can see that they will. And I can't wait to see what else they come out with. I really loved listening to their old music as compared to this album, because you really can hear such a difference between the vocals, the instruments, everything. We're in a different age now and we have better recording equipment, but no, they really put a lot of work into this album. The music videos, all the art they've done for it, they've really put a lot of thought into this. I couldn't appreciate it more. I love it. I really do. I feel like I need to do a video on Taylor Momsen as a whole. She's had a very interesting life, very interesting past. I think she's incredible. The band is incredible. Let me know if you guys like videos like this. Maybe I can do some more album reviews. I'm tired today. It's been actually a long day. I had intentions to do this hours ago, but then like things happened and life got busy. So maybe my next one will be a bit more in depth. This one, I really didn't want it to be too scripted. I just kind of wanted to talk from the heart and have fun with it, because I knew I would have some things to say. Please like and subscribe. Did I even say anything, or was that just a whole bunch of nothing?